I'm going to put a mossy waterfall in an aquarium.
And that won't be easy, but not for the reasons you might expect.
You see, for this project, I'm going to need some good momentum. That's because I need to try a lot of new things. Things like glass cutting, new tools, experiments, as well as different shapes. While trying things for the first time, there are often setbacks, which can make it difficult to keep the momentum going. I managed to fix that leak with silicone, so then I was back on track. Next, I needed a piece of glass to keep the sand from getting stuck in the pump for the waterfall, hence the glass cutting. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at cutting glass. But if there's anything I've learned during my time making terrariums, it's that broken glass can usually be fixed by applying a very generous amount of silicone. The third stumble to my momentum came when I was trying to make the platform for the rocks to sit on, which would be the foundation for the waterfall. My intention was to buy some egg crate, which would allow the water to flow through it freely while providing a strong surface for the rocks. However, the shipment was taking a really long time, weeks for them to even ship it, and because of that I was stuck waiting, and my momentum stalled. With the loss of momentum came a lack of motivation, and I got distracted with other things. As time went on, my unfinished project began to nag at me, and eventually I realized I just needed to get things turning again. So I canceled the egg crate order and looked for other solutions at hand. I eventually settled on this. It's not quite as strong as egg crate, but a burger in hand is better than two in the bush. At least I think that's how it goes. Anyway, I used what I had and was making progress again. I next cut up some sponge filter to make extra sure there wouldn't be any sand getting in the pump. Speaking of filters, I wanted to try a little experiment. You can buy these things called balls as filter medium in aquarium shops, but I don't like to pay for stuff if I can do it myself. So, like a batch of cookies, I baked up some clay balls in the oven. Unfortunately, they were just about as functional as they were tasty. That is to say, they didn't work at all. They would have just dissolved in the water. So I ended up just stuffing the back with more sponge filter. By this time, I was really tired of looking at this ugly hardware. So I just threw those clay things in there and covered them up with sand. Seeing some natural materials go in there gave me a boost of inspiration. And this is where I found my groove. I tried out a few pieces of driftwood before settling on this awesome piece I found while walking by the river. It has colorful stones that have been captured by the growth of the wood. With that in place, it was time to finally start stacking some stones. I mixed up some clay to use as mortar. I'm hoping this will add a bit of extra stability to the stones, but only time will tell. If the water washes away too much clay, this whole thing might come crashing down, smashing the glass and making a huge mess. But for now, we move forward. With my pile of rocks looking more majestic than Mount Fuji, I wanted to address the bottom area. I could still see a bit of the ugly hardware, so I got to work covering it with rocks, but soon realized it would be easier to use another piece of driftwood, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that my other piece of wood fit perfectly on top. For the bottom part, I went simple, with just a single stone to balance out the scape. Now it's time for the waterfall part of the waterfall. I fastened the pump to one more piece of driftwood. I'm hoping the water will cascade evenly and won't splatter the glass too much. I haven't actually tested the pump yet at this point, so we'd better put some water in there and make sure this wasn't all a big waste of time. So I began filling it up, praying I wouldn't wash away too much of the clay mortar, causing the rocks to slip and smash the glass. Fortunately, that didn't happen, so now it's time to test the pump. The stream is much stronger than I had anticipated, and the water is splattering all over the glass, which doesn't look so good. So to fix that, I'll be adding sphagnum moss. Not only will that fix the water flow, but it'll also make this look less like a pile of poo and more like the mossy waterfall we're going for. I tied some pieces of it onto the driftwood with fishing line and tucked other pieces between the rock shelves. Now, this moss doesn't look very nice yet. It's brownish and yellow. That's because it's dormant and dried out. But as it soaks up the water, it will turn nice and green. I basically just put it around where I thought it would look nice. I did another test and saw that the water was flowing the way I wanted, except for this little spot down at the bottom. I added some more moss to fix that. Things are starting to come together. The moss is where it should be, the water is flowing nicely, and my momentum is still going strong. But the bottom section looks pretty bad. I'll leave it a bit cloudy for now, but I'll add a bunch of plants down there to liven things up. Oh, and a few snails too. The plants look pretty sad after being transplanted, but give it some time, because we can finally let the music calm while we wait for the plants to rejuvenate. And then after a few days, we have this. The lush fruits of our labor. It wasn't easy with all the stopping and going, but the trick was to regain the momentum once it was lost, which can be difficult, but it's usually pretty simple to do. It's just a matter of forcing yourself to get to it until you find your groove and it takes you the rest of the way. And look, I even added an animal. No, not the alligator. Look closer. You'll see more of him in my next video.